It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Birds and the Bucks. All that and more coming up next.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Certainly happy to have you along. Chase McLaughlin has it on the tee, and off we go here in Tampa. On the return, Boston Scott. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down. That's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Philly. 53 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They run out of the gun with Swift, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Hurts to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive 7 plays in length. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Devin Tompkins on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And bringing them out is the top pick in the 2018 draft, fiery competitor from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start the drive with White. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive. And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Mayfield. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
A 4th down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. This is taken at about the 14. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Getting to him for the loss there, that's Kalijah Cansey. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Ooh, the juke. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Pretty nice gain on the scramble, gets him 12 yards.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against it.
That'll give them 8 that time. Yeah, that'll bring up a second down and just a couple.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On second down, Swift. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, here's Tompkins. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now White lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. (14-0) the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Olamide Zaccheaus from 19 yards away. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. They're no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Palmer. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's again complete to Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
First down, here's White. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Mayfield now. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
First down, Mayfield. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. Gets around him. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right out and right up the middle.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, this has not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick slant here to Smith. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 4. On the option to give to Swift here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Swift going to try up the middle. A little juke. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 55 yards rushing for the game. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hand.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts scoring on the 2-yard keeper as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, here's Tompkins. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They'll start the drive with a give to White. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here now, 2nd and 4. To throw, Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as he'll get this up to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught. This is White. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now Mayfield. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Mayfield. That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Airing this one out for Evans. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 42 yards. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here's Scott to return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Here's Hurts to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Second down, here's Hurts. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence. I think that's what ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them leveling up. They're trying to figure out a big play here on third down and get the momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice. Or maybe even routes versus air. Because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
That's taken in by Palmer. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down. They run straight ahead here with White, and he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield on play action. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 4.
I know from experience, partner, all they've been talking about is if we can just make one play, get our hands on the ball one time, we can change this game.
They almost did. That was a dangerous throw.
And instead, it goes against them one more time. Let's see if they can hang in there and not lose control mentally.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 22.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
On the draw, here's White. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 35, here's 2nd and a yard. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And Evans will have a Bucs 1st down as he'll get this down to the 32. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going with White here, toss left. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. White again. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Hurts. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fair catch signal for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start here with a handoff to White. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. Skirts by him at the 35. That boy showing how tough he can be to bring down. Just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one. Right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Martin brings it in over the middle. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get
6, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This 2nd and 4. Now back to the ground game with White. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. White. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a give right side, Swift. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Play action. Here's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. Down to about the 37. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
The receiver screen is getting enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot and run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to him and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack. 3rd and long. He knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
The kick by Elliott is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run out of the gun with Swift. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Swift on the counter. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Swift. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. Second and goal from the 6 this time. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.